Welcome to Dao Rehab Center in Thailand, in Pranbury, near Wahin. My name is Avi, Dr. Avi Mizrahi, and we open the best rehab in Thailand, the best staff, the best location, the best environment. In Wahin, in Pranbury, you don't find no drugs, no alcohol. It's a clean place. It's near the village of the king. Best place for you to find the peace in your mind and to do your work very easily. I would like to share with you something. It's very important for me to share with you this. Why it's so important? Because I think it's a big question. Everyone asks himself, am I an addict? Are you an addict? It's a very difficult question for anyone to answer it, because if you measure it by the DSM, by the psychiatrist, by the psychologist, by the social worker, you will never ever find the solution of this diagnosis, because every one of them have another perspective to see you. It's true that I'm a doctor, but I'm a clean addict. 33 years of sobriety from drug, alcohol, gambling, and other things, places, people, things. And I'm in my journey. And in my journey, I speak with you not from the DSM, not from Freud, Klein, and other social theories and other things. I want to speak with you from my experience, from the experience of other addicts. It's very important for me. And I want to read you from Narcotics Anonymous. I call it a sutrot because it's not a book of, it's not a novel, it's not a romance book. It's a sutrot. It's point. It's wisdom. Part of wisdom from many addicts that bring themselves and the experience to this book. And I want to read you something. It's very important for me. Be with me. Those of us who have found the program of the 12 steps do not have to think twice about the question, who is an addict? I don't need to think about it. We know, you know. The following is our experience. This book begins of the inner voice of you, of my inner voice. Inside, deep in myself, I know all my life I have a problem, since I was very small. As addicts, we are people who use of any mind-altering, mood-changing substance causes a problem in any area of life. Addiction is a disease that involves more than the use of drugs. Some of us believe that our disease was present long before the first time we use. It's very tricky, this point. Very tricky. Let's read it again, okay? Let's read it again. Addiction is a disease. You know, I have a college in Israel, and many people come to our college to become a DaoTherapist. DaoTherapist it's a new model of therapist that help others. We combine Buddhism, we combine meditation, we combine 12 steps, we combine psychology. And from my experience in how the knowledge come to me, it's very different from anything you know. Maybe I will send you the 12 steps in the Buddhist way to understand the deep of our Dao therapy. Dao, it's a way. Therapy, it's therapy. It's the therapy on the way. Okay? So in my way, I became to understand it's not a drug problem. It's not an alcohol problem. It's not a food problem. It's a disease. This wisdom that the addiction is a disease. It's not the addiction. This is one of the most beautiful thing I ever see in my life. Because when I understand that I have a disease, many bad feelings go away. I felt so guilt. I feel shame in my life. I feel shame in myself all my life. I feel anger. I was having many resentment, an anxiety attack, panic attack, many problems, inferior feelings, many problems, huge problem. Because I didn't accept and I didn't understand from what is the source of the suffering? What is the source of the suffering? And this book give me the first direction to look in myself and to reduce my feeling of guilt and shame in the beginning. Because if it's a disease, it's not in my fault, it's not in my control. But as I know, the ego is refused to recognize it. Because if it's a disease, he will lose from his power. So the ego arises when I say I am a disease. The ego arises and tell me, no, you are bad. You're devious. You are a sick person. You're a murderer. But I know I was having a disease. I know. All my life I think something is wrong. I look for God. I ask for God. Help me. Do something. I can't manage this life. I can face the reality. I can face from 6 years old. I can go to school. Nothing. I don't have friends. No one wants to be with me. I have some narcissist problem. Rage, narcissism. I was anger all my life. I wanted to control everyone and everything. I want everything will be exactly as I want. And the heroin shut it down. This is why I became so addicted into heroin drugs. So the understanding that it's not the addiction problem, it's a disease problem. And this disease is physical, mentally, and spiritually problem. This is the most important thing. Because if it's a disease, the concept of the 12 steps, the concept of the tree, that the drugs, alcohol, food, it's only a symptom of a deeper problem. Together, maybe we can try to get close to myself and you and me, and you and our staff, to get closer and closer to the root of your soul and become very peaceful mind, because I believe everyone seek peaceful mind. Everyone want. The heroin give me peaceful mind. Maybe the alcohol give you peaceful mind. Maybe the food give you peaceful mind. And the success is to do it with the 12 steps program. This is a big success. But I can give up. My ego give up for me for the drugs. For the 12 steps, the ego will arise every day again. So I have to work every day, each day, 24 hours a day from the beginning. But you have to do the first steps. And let's take the first step. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your kids. Make the first steps. That is all you need. Everything else, it's on us. In Dao Rehab in Thailand. Namaste.